Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Oklahoma Esports League. My name is Fuzzball, and I'm here with Gustav. Today, we're going to be watching some Valorant. We're watching Moore versus Deer Creek, both 3-0 in the Class 2A division. The top seed tied for it, and only one of them is going to walk away undefeated.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to Lotus today. Not one of my personal favorite maps, but you can see a lot of cool things because it's one of the few maps that have 3 sites instead of 2. Really, anything can happen, though.
Yeah, very offensive-sided map, I would say. It's going to be interesting to see what these two teams do today exactly with this map selection. Obviously, the way the map bans work is they take turns banning maps over and over again until there's just one left standing. So this should be a map that both teams are comfortable with. It's going to be interesting to see how they adjust. I'd say that this is an attack-sided map overall with the 3 sides, more options there. So we'll have to see that with the compositions that they go into.
Omen. Kind of what I was looking to see. I'm seeing a Breach too. I love seeing Breach on Lotus. It's my personal favorite character to play on this map. Very surprised to see a Fade and then a Neon on the side of.
That's Deer Creek over there on the attacking side. Yep, starting off on that attack, a little bit more of an offensive comp. Well, pretty balanced, honestly. You see the double duelist, and then on the side of Moore, you do see the double initiator with the Fade Breach. I think that's very common, especially with the Raze there as well. That Fade Raze combo can be really lethal, especially on this defense. I'm interested to see how much Deer Creek knows about this composition from Moore. It's a very common composition that this team is playing, but is Deer Creek going to be able to recognize that and kind of play around it? So a lot of times you see the more defensive side with this Raze Fade take a lot of space on Rubble on that A site and really make sure that they're able to actually get a good space, a lot of good space there at the beginning.
First time we've seen a Vise here in our stream competition. Vise is a very kind of a sketchy controller, sketchy Sentinel, but really excited to see how they use it.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to be on our side just for a second as we figure out a little bit of an audio issue. Shouldn't be that long as they're getting set up for this first round. Again, we're on that pistol round, going to be very exciting to see, but it's going to be interesting to see how these teams are able to adjust once we hop back into it.
Yeah, what you were saying though, Vise is like kind of like not as much as a defensive Sentinel, but can use offensively with her flash. Going into pistol round, looks like we are pushed up onto A on the side of Moore.
Yeah, Moore actually trying to control this Rebel space as Link is able to come out and catch 2. Deer Creek playing very slow, not getting caught out by the utility of Moore early, and is able to get those 2 picks. And all of a sudden, these rotations have to come in for the side of Moore, trying to contest with the smokes. Deer Creek already taking all of the space up Rubble. Breakable is broken. Mayonaka, the only one here for the side of Moore, trying to catch out the rotation. Gets some chip damage off, trying to survive. Lin going in on the engage. A bad Omen blind, though, slows it down. All the players for Deer Creek trying to flood into sight. Swinging out. Trey's going back and forth. Lin and Chen get 2. Only one player left for Moore. It's Harry. And wasn't there for the trade. Still trying to set up and stage those smokes. Not able to find anything. Harry going to have to make a miracle happen here in the first round, or Deer Creek takes the lead to start it off. Gets caught out by the Fade Dog. Trying to look for an opportunity somewhere. But getting scouted is not the way you want to do that. Decides to rotate into the A-Link side. Chexy here also stacked up on the B-Link. I don't think anyone is actually watching this A-Link. It's Shin from the main, or Lin, I'm sorry. Is able to find one, finds Chexy. Looking for the second, trying to set up a smoke to force these 1v1s. Lin able to get that 4th one, and Lin with a quick 4K for Deer Creek, finding the 2 entry picks onto Rubble, and then being able to take over the B site. Great execution from Deer Creek there.
Yeah, Deer Creek being able to not to go too fast, but slow down once Lin got the 2 picks on A side. All of them rotating, trying to push their advantage, and then the call to play B instead of A is great because they knew that they're being stared at by 2, and if they fight B, they would just be fighting 1.
Yeah.
So very well played on the side of
Yeah,
Deer
definitely
Creek.
just steamrolled their advantage there. Very smart play. Does look like Moore is going to go for this utility dump very early at the beginning with the Raze Fade utility. Deer Creek very wise about it, though. Knows to watch out. Tries to get across. Lin able to watch that angle. Gets their 5th already. The execute coming very quick for Deer Creek here. This utility has slowed them down a little bit more. And once again, Breakable has been broken, and it might be the same situation for Deer Creek, who's looking for it. Finds one, Kaz going over the top, going to be able to catch out Harry. Lynn finding another one, and whoa. All of a sudden, 5v2 advantage for Deer Creek on this economy, and if you're more, you're just looking for something to try and get one of these small guns out of the hands. It's just Mayonaka, though, who's stuck in A-Link looking for something, and Lynn's going to be able to shut that down. A quick 2-0 for Deer Creek, taking that little bonus round, or that little eco round, and being able to go into their bonus very comfortably.
Yeah, I was really surprised Deer Creek stayed on A after the util dump. If I'm like, let's say I'm playing solo queue and I see a util dump on the side of A, I'm just going to look to rotate and play a little more slow. But no, they still full committed and got the pick onto Rowdy, which basically secured the round. Lynn's looking really strong in these first few rounds.
For sure. And that Neon is such a strong entry character, being able to have the stun and the no movement error on that slide. Just is able to take a lot of space very fast. We don't see the aggressive push up from Deer Creek this time. They do have the gun advantage, so they're trying to play a little bit more of a long-range duel. Very good adjustment by Moore. You know, we see some teams who just tend to do the same thing over and over again, and it gets very easy for the other team to be able to pick that up. Deer Creek also going quite slow. Maybe they were expecting the util dump here early, just working, looking for a pick. Lynn peeks out, is going to be able to see Harry. They trade information. Harry deciding to commit the smoke on B main. Looking for something, get some spray through, just narrowly misses Chexy though, who's still lurking in that smoke. The rest of Deer Creek starting to audible over to this A side. Just looking for how much space they can get. Breakable, not broken. This is going to give them a lot of space. The Fade Dog and I do come out, showing their presence on A. Deer Creek starts to execute up the middle. Looking for something. Whoa, going to be able to shut down one. It's Anglagard who they get, the other initiator for Deer Creek. All of a sudden, that slows them down a little bit more. But Lynn's gotten really far up with this Bulldog, looking for something. Is going to be able to catch out one. Rowdy trading back Chen, finding two onto site.
30 seconds left.
And all of a sudden, Lynn's in the spawn of the defenders, but it doesn't matter. Rowdy looking for this last one. Knows that they've rotated into spawn in such an awkward spot for Deer Creek to be able to stand. Nice shot from Mayonaka, shutting down Kaz. And all that's left is Lynn here, looking for something. Has a great spot, but not a lot of time on the clock. Maybe just looking to save this rifle. It's going to be very difficult for them to get anything out of here. 6 seconds left, not enough time to plant the bomb. Does get one though. Dodges the second and gets a third. Really nice eco frags there from Lynn on that bonus round, but that is going to be a round win for Moore, being able to bring this up 1-2.
Kind of an expected round win on the side of Moore because they had a very large gun advantage with Deer Creek pushing their bonus, but now we're looking a little even on the econ, partially on the favor of Deer Creek. Lynn being able to pick up those 2 frags at the end kind of put a detriment into the eco of Moore. But anything can happen.
Yeah,
so.
and before that, it was looking like a really solid round for Moore. You want to win that round 3 without losing any rifles, and they were very close to getting a flawless. Lynn able to capture a couple of those eliminations and turn it back around. Moore playing a little faster, or Deer Creek playing a little faster this time. Looking to engage on the C side, finds the Vice util, takes some chip damage though. The Vice here trying to catch something out as the utility does come in on the main side. Omen Blind does come out, the Paranoia. Lynn taking a lot of space, looking for something. Site has been cleared though with the amount of utility. Moore wisely walking off, looking to play the retake here. Looks like the plant is going to be on safe here on the elbow. Anglagard being able to set that one down. A lot of players in a waterfall for the side of Moore on this retake. The Vice in the CT looking for some spray, taking some space, is able to find one. Looking for another one. Get some good chip damage onto Chexy. Oh, nice tap through the smoke. Chen going to be able to get 2 though. Rowdy and Woe trading back and forth. 2v1 situation for Deer Creek. Just Chexy, the only one left, half HP. Has to try and defend this bomb. Is going to really have some difficulty to. Doesn't expect Woe to be there, and Moore's able to tie it up with the great retake. Really smart play from Moore there.
Yeah, it really just came down to a large brawl, and Moore played super smart and was able to come out on top. Both teams now having 2 duelist ultimates online. I'm really curious to see how they use them, whether to engage or just to catch someone overextending. I don't really see a lot of Neon a lot because Neon's util can be used a lot as more of a solo queue rather than team play. But I'm really excited to see how this Neon ultimate is used coming up here.
Yeah, a lot of time in this team play, you usually use other people's utility, and then your Neon's the one that's fastest to be able to catch it up. Lin's been doing a great job in these first 4 rounds at that, but more quickly adjusting and being able to tie up this series 2-2. A little bit of presence on the A side for for Deer Creek, pardon me. Trying to bait out someone, maybe just a little too much utility. Door does get open with the Paranoia blind. Lin trying to chase down an opportunity. The ultimate comes out, is going to be able to catch out Lin. Rowdy getting 1, living at 2 HP, being able to stop in connector as well, trying to play back. Knows that they don't have a lot of HP left. And more being able to have a little bit of a defensive hold here. It's slowed down Deer Creek, who's stuck in the tree now. The rotations have come over as well. Well, able to catch out Chexy. Chen trading it back out with Rowdy, though. Chen stuck a little bit on point. Woe getting a lot of trades, being able to find 3 themselves and a 4th. Woe giving a wow for the crowd, being able to hold down that A defensive site.
A great round from Woe. At the start, we saw exactly what I said would happen. Rowdy using the showstopper to catch an overextend on the side of Lin, and Woe just have a great job of holding behind default and catching people as they swung out, getting 4 that round. Very well played from the side of Moore.
Yeah, once again, Moore playing very patient, making Deer Creek use so much utility. They kind of realized that their aggressive play towards Rubble has been getting punished, and now playing a lot slower on that site. And we actually see Deer Creek opting to just completely avoid A site, probably the most popular site on this map, as now they start to cycle towards the C site. It is a 5-man here as they take Mound. Are going to get slowed down by the Vice utility. That Bramble does so much damage, and with a couple of light armors on the side of Deer Creek, they really want to prevent as much chip as possible. A lot of utility coming out for the side of Deer Creek. Is going to be able to get onto site a little bit, slowing it up, a little bit missing the smoke, but Kaz is able to catch it out. Rowdy getting caught on that cheeky little angle, being able to get shut down. The Vice still in the CT here, followed up with the Omen for the side of Moore as well. 4v5 retake here. And Deer Creek has some fun to play with on the numbers. Lin trying to look in, go for 1, getting shut down by Woe, coming through the connector. All of a sudden, it's a 4v4 situation, More with a little damage on their Vice as well. Woe going to find another one. Woe finding a 3rd before getting shut down. All of a sudden, 2v2 situation. The CT players still haven't walked out. Chexy able to be here for the angles. Nice cross from Deer Creek on that post plant, going to be able to clean that one up and tie the series back up.
Deer Creek was kind of just ready for that Vise utility to be on C. So they played it very slow in the actual take of the site, and then once they knew they got all of the util out, they exploded onto the site and got the plant down. Were able to hold it down using a lot of their Cypher utility and the Neon to get a bunch of their info. Neon just being able to find 2 on the side of Waterfall, which was all that Deer Creek needed to secure the round.
For sure. Yeah, really good job by Deer Creek. And while Moore is playing for these retakes, it is so important to not lose a player beforehand, giving them a numbers disadvantage. The spray comes out for the Vice Thorns. Isn't going to be able to shoot it, though. And once again, Vice is able to slow down this push. We see the engage. A lot of utility coming out on the side of Deer Creek on this defense. Venus able to swing, actually. He's going to get traded out onto Kaz. 4v4 situation, but Deer Creek does have control of the site. A little bit of damage, though, on the side of Deer Creek as well. A little bit of an advantage for Moore here. A lot of players stuck in Waterfall on the side of Moore, just looking for something, some opportunity to walk out a little bit better. The smoke comes out. Fade Ultimate also used, is going to find 3. Rowdy finding 2 on the engagement as well, and the last 2 players for Deer Creek have to play off of site. Very difficult to get a spray here. Not an angle from Mound either, as the blinds come out from the side of Breach, and Deer Creek able to, or I'm sorry, Moore able to defuse the bomb of Deer Creek's without even losing any players.
Woe ended up catching 4 with the Fade Ultimate there. It's such a strong ultimate for retake, as we just saw there. It was really all they needed for them to just be able to walk onto site and just take the picks and win themselves around.
Yeah, I really like Moore's retakes right now. I think Deer Creek needs to stop doing these just 5-man hits into we're going to take site, we're going to dump a lot of our util, and then try and play the retake, because they have such a disadvantage if they don't get a pick. I want to see this Deer Creek who plays a little bit more spread, and that's actually kind of what we're seeing now, with a couple leaning towards this Mound C side and a few lurkers up the B middle as well, just looking for an opportunity to slow down these rotations, look for an opportunity to maybe get a pick or pull some util on a different site. Very spread default right now. Lin taking some pop shots into that connector. Harry is there and secures it. The smoke presence, though, makes Lin walk away. Looks to start sending towards Seaside. Kaz trying to look for the entry. Does have the jet knives out here. Venus is the only holder for the side of Moore on C and has done a great job holding it down so far. The execute starting to come out, though. Smokes in the CT, the flash coming out as well. Kaz looking for the Vice player who is just not on site. Venus giving up so much space. And Deer Creek has adjusted really well, trying to get some extra space. Chen going to be able to catch one out in the connector as well, in the lurk. Still in the lurk, and now all of a sudden, Deer Creek, or Moore has to play a lot slower on this retake. 2 in Waterfall, 2 in CT. Harry trying to peek out in the CT, look for something, sees a pixel. Another one from Chexy, getting some damage there. Trading some damage themselves, though. A lot of utility coming out for the side of Moore. Trades both sides. Venus looking for the retake, is going to be able to get it from that Paranoia. Now looking for the ultimate. Chen being able to take one down. Engelgard being able to get one with the classic, looking for the other one, and Venus is actually going to be able to get it. Deer Creek able to defend that bomb even with no rifles to their name and be able to tie this series up once again.
Engelgard ended up catching 2 with just the classic there. It's I love Vi's ultimate because it kind of just throws you in a Mario Party minigame of who can who can play the game without their main weapon. And Engelgard did a beautiful job of that.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of these players have the classic. And if you are a Valorant player at all, you know you have to trust the right click or the right click won't trust you. So Engelgard doing a great job of having belief in that right click on the classic, being able to get a couple of picks there. Lin only has a stinger this time for the entry on the side of Deer Creek. While on a very, very mobile agent, the stinger has no range, so getting caught out in open space would be detrimental to Lin. Clearing some space, walking up rubble. Once again, a 5-man for the side of Deer Creek, who just had so much success with that split. I'm surprised they're doing this straight 5-man again. Trying to wait out the smoke. Maybe an audible through breakable could be possible here. The stuns come in. Lin walking on the side. The blind as well, finding 2. Is going to be able to get 1. Gets traded out by Rowdy, though. Rowdy still stuck on site. And going to be shut down by Chexy. Chexy immediately with 2 from the Sentinel on attack as well. Harry getting caught out by that Cypher ultimate. The Lurker being tripped as well. Really good ultimate from Chexy there. Venus trying to wrap. Kaz going to be able to walk up elbow, though, and find 2. And all of a sudden, it's just Venus on the flank with a Spectre. Trying to find something. Needs a rifle so bad, but going to get outranged by Kaz. What a great opportunistic play by Kaz to be able to read that rotation off of the Cypher ultimate and get 2 players on the side of Moore in the back of the head.
Chexy did a great job of following up on Lin's entry that round, securing 2 for them. And then Kaz doing a duelist job of being able to just go in and either get picks and die, or just die and get info for your team.
Yeah.
He ended up catching 2, which basically secured the round for their team.
For sure, yeah. Great job from the duelist on the side of Deer Creek there. Your job is to die, and they do it at the most efficient spot possible, getting some picks themselves as well as some valuable information that Deer Creek's able to follow up on. We see Moore have this utility commit. They are on a save, though. Only Deagles to their name. These Sheriffs trying to find some sort of pick and be able to tap some heads. The B commit here. Vice Wall gets committed, gets triggered, but no full commit for the side of Deer Creek. Kind of waiting for this Vice Wall to go down. They see the flash pop up. Just waiting, trying to wait out this util, the smoke that's slowing them down. And actually, Moore's taken so much space that if this audible's off, it could be disastrous for the side of Deer Creek. Will they know? The smoke does slow down, though. Players starting to walk into B site. Get some damage on to Mayanaka, who gets blinded out as well. Lin going to be able to follow that up. Great follow-up and coordination on the side of Deer Creek, who started committing on the site. And the rest of the players for Deer Creek, or for Moore, coming from the flank, they might expect 1, 2, but not 3 all the way from this side. Just waiting. Engelgard trying to catch players out with the eye. It's going to get destroyed, so no information on the numbers there. Rowdy looking for something. Venus actually able to catch one out in Waterfall, and all of a sudden the connector's completely open. The flash committed down, and a rifle as well. Lin going to be able to get 1. Finds 2. Chen with another one. Woe with 2, though. Trying to trade it back, but Lin with a 4th in that connector, in that breakable, being able to shut down the Moore retake and put a 6th round on the board for Deer Creek.
I think the big thing for Moore's retake there was playing off of Venus's flank. But once Venus went down, Lin knew that all they had to worry about was B main, and it was able to pick up 4 that round.
Yeah,
Very well played.
and
But
that's good because Lynn had actually cooled down a little bit. They started at that fierce 10-1, had kind of slowed down to a 11-6. I know that's not like too slow in the game of Valorant, but being able to get that quick 4K there maybe picks up the pace a little bit. Got some aim training back in, so we're gonna have to see how that goes. Once again, Deer Creek opting for this A site, the 5-man. They've started to get a little momentum here, looking for something. Lynn going to be able to get shut down by Rowdy, though, who decides to commit the ultimate as well. The door gets open, no one goes through it. The ultimate wasted the showstopper. Kaz going to be able to shut down Rowdy, and now it's all of a sudden a 4v4. Woe left on site. Harry in this elbow is going to decide to back up, though, not try and get stuck. Does jump peek a little bit, finds one, sees the presence there. Still a lot of options for the side of Deer Creek. They haven't fully committed onto site yet, and they've gotten slowed down a little bit. Do they want to finally execute? There's still 55 seconds left on the clock. The TP comes in from Chen, trying to walk onto site. Oh, gets a dink there. No elimination. Whoa, able to take out one. Is on the wrap. Isn't ready for the second one, though. Engelgard being able to get one. Chen onto Harry as well. 2v3 situation. 4 more on this retake as the bomb does go down for the side of Deer Creek. And Mayonaka at 1 HP. We saw that dink. Oh, Venus not able to see that opportunity. Just so close, and actually able to dodge the flash. Chen able to get one. Venus not expected to be there. Is able to find one, though. Looking for the second. Is able to get the second. Force a 1v1. No audio, no information. Engelgard having the exact trail, knows the tap was there. And Venus able to shut it down. Gets the 3K and the 1v3. Able to clutch up for more on that flank. I thought they missed their opportunity, but able to close it out and put more to a 5-6 rounds.
You know, I'm a Phantom enjoyer myself, and being able, getting a dink like that where it gives you 140 instead of the one tap is really unfortunate. It honestly may have been the round losing factor for Deer Creek, because the breach of this Mayonaka was able to use the breach ultimate to retake the site, and Venus just being able to pick up 3.
Yeah.
Almost like a better player moment.
Yeah, it definitely sucks whenever you get 140 diffed, but it feels even worse when you lose a 3v1. Venus being able to make a huge play there, one I think more desperately needed, and doing really solid on this defensive side. We talked about how this map is very offensively favored. Really need to see exactly how Deer Creek is going to close out this advantageous half as Lynn looks to commit, does catch out the Vice Wall, doesn't get snagged by it, so know the execute's coming in, looking for something. Lynn able to wall off a lot, looking for the stun as well. Is going to be able to shut down Mayonaka, who's in this breakable again. And a quick execute for the side of Deer Creek with the numbers advantage. Rowdy going to be able to catch one out, though. Nice shot from Rowdy on this smoke that just has a little gap. Chen able to trade it back, though. The Vice ultimate does come out as this is the last round and a half. Venus able to find one, picking right back up where they left off. Finds 2. Looking for another arc or Kaz in the main, going to be able to shut down Woe. Harry getting a trade as well. 1v2 situation with Kaz on the bomb. Looking for another one. Gets half the HP, looking for more, isn't going to be able to find it. Harry with the bait on the defuse, swings out of the smoke and catches out Kaz mid-dash, and all of a sudden Moore has tied up this game as we go into halftime.
We got a game.
Yeah.
Moore did a really good job of using their ultimates that they had left, especially with the Nightmare and the Vise ultimate, which I love to see. We're 6-6 here. Anything could happen. Looks like Moore has a little more of an attack-sided comp with the Breach and the Raze, as well as having Omen and the Vise Flash for all their engages.
Definitely an advantageous half for Moore here with how much offense they have. I'm honestly impressed on how well they did to close out those rounds, but I know I'm not supposed to show bias, Gustav. I really hope Deer Creek wins this pistol. One, here's the procaster side of me. Deer Creek's losing momentum right now. They lost those last 2 rounds, which were very winnable. If you come out here and you lose a pistol round immediately, Moore can start steamrolling this and get this game out of hand really fast.
I
2, the funny part, if Deer Creek wins this round, the score will be 6-7, which is fire.
I think we got to fire this guy.
Yeah. You can't fire me. I own the business. Sorry.
I'm stuck with him.
Yeah, you're stuck with me. Looks like a little bit of a default here for Moore. Starting to lean towards Seaside and this mound execution. Look at these trips from the side of Chexy. I would hate playing against this in my ranked games. Does break one, though, with the nade. Chen able to catch out Venus as well on this defensive side of B. A lot of space being taken by Deer Creek on this defense. They might not have a super defensive comp, but they can push angles really well. Kaz sees one going towards Seaside. Mayonaka trying to contest it. As all of a sudden, Moore is stuck in this mound. Every other spot of the map has been taken over by Deer Creek. Kaz getting some pot shots, looking for some damage here. Still a really cheeky trip here from Chexy. That's really hard to say. That I don't think Moore is aware of on this push as it comes in. One getting past it. I'm not sure he's even expecting it. Rowdy able to catch it out though. Lynn getting a trade back through Waterfall. 3v4 situation more on this offensive side. Rowdy trying to look for an opportunity, trying to push through the smoke at the right time. The bomb starts to go down. Mayonaka getting swung by Engelgard is going to get shut down from that right click. Rowdy and Harry getting 1, getting 2. Rowdy getting 3. And all of a sudden Engelgard, the only one left, has done some miraculous things with the right click. Gets double swung by Moore. Really coordinated play. And Moore takes that pistol round. And Deer Creek has to be careful before they start sliding further down this slope.
You know what? I think I'm kind of happy that Moore won that round just for reasons that I will not disclose. Very well played. Really good execute from Moore there. I was kind of just thinking that whole round about not getting 6-7.
About not getting 6-7? Yeah, that's fire. No, I think Moore did a really strong job. I thought they were in a really bad situation with how much map control Deer Creek actually got in that scene, sticking them to mound, but Moore being able to make something out of nothing and be able to pull out that pistol round. That was really Moore's round to lose. Oh, I like this skin.
Guy knows. K-Tac is peak.
I use this skin on my operator, but I never buy the op, so I never see it.
I use the knife. That's my favorite knife.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't think I have the knife, which doesn't make sense because I bought that battle pass. That's why I have the op. Lynn walking up really offensively. Once again, Deer Creek taking a lot of space on this A, looking for an opportunity. Doesn't really have a gun, able to get shut down. Whoa, finding 1, finding 2, finding 3. Being able to take out half of the Deer Creek team by themselves on that swing. And all of a sudden, it's a 1v5 for the side of Moore. Make that a flawless with a plant. A great eco round for the side of Moore and a great round for Woe.
I'm baffled. I thought that was a really good play on the side of Deer Creek, being able to take space. A 1v3 for Woe versus 3 of Deer Creek. But Woe just being able to stay calm and individually pick out what target they're looking for and able to just pick up 3.
Yeah, very calm.
The Bulldog of all things.
You know what I say to that play? Whoa. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm on one today. I drove 16 hours yesterday, so I get a pass.
It's true, it's true.
Engelgard trying to take some space here on the B main. Deer Creek needs to win this round, otherwise the momentum is completely in Moore's favor, but they do have the gun advantage. Rowdy trying to walk up a little bit. Looks like a little bit of a buy. The trades do come out. Mayonaka for Lynn. I think that's a pretty good trade if you're the side of Moore. Lynn has been doing dastardly things on this Neon. Decides to go through Breakable, trying to execute onto B site with a couple players already in the B main. Really good staging for the side of Moore. Doesn't get caught out. Rowdy trying to look for one. Does find Chen in that upper connector. Chexy being able to trade out Woe, though. And the nade comes out. Rowdy finding another one. Starting to heat up and taking additional space as well. Nosecast plays this side. Actually did some chip damage earlier on. The Deer Creek Fade as well. Looking for something. Kaz being able to shut down Rowdy, though. Engelgard looking in this main. Trying to catch out Venus, who's playing this post plan very well. And the trades are going to go in Moore's favor. A round that they are not supposed to win once again, but where have we heard this before? Wins the gun disadvantage and able to take that round from Deer Creek, pushing them to a 9-6 lead.
Yeah, really well played for Moore. And now, like I said, I believe it was last week. Losing these rounds could spiral out of control because now Deer Creek has to save once again. And even worse, Moore has an ultimate online, a pretty strong one at that. The showstopper available for Moore. So we will just have to see what happens. I will say Deer Creek has a very even ult spread, so they will get a lot of them at once, and they can turn the tide very quickly.
Yeah, and Deer Creek doing almost sort of a half buy. They have that Bucky and the Judge both being used on these sides, trying to get something caught out. I think they're trying to catch more out at a time where they're not supposed to be. The showstopper does get executed here from Rowdy, looking for one. Is going to be able to find Chexy on the site. Kaz getting shut down as well. Lynn with that Judge being able to catch out one, though, and now it's Aware. Harry actually getting the spray through the smoke. Only 2 players left for the side of Deer Creek. Make that one. It's just Engelgard in an impossible situation once again on this wrap. Obviously not going to be caught by any util unless they already have. Does get jumpy though by Harry. Very good read. The Paranoia comes out looking for one, and Harry's going to be able to clean that one up for Moore. Now a 10-6 lead for Moore, and I think it's do or die time for Deer Creek going back into this buy. Most of their players can buy except for Lynn, who's once again going to go into Shotgun Town. It's a big round.
They do have the ultimate online though, so I'm expecting that to come out as their pseudo rifle in this round. Yeah, it's starting to look a little scary for Deer Creek. Moore did a very good job of executing onto C. And like you said earlier, Lotus is a very attack-sided map, so it's looking kind of in the favor of Moore, but anything could happen here.
Yeah, a little bit of a gun advantage, but not much. Lin deciding to commit this Neon ultimate, gets blinded as they swing, goes down to 33 HP, looking for something else, is going to get a lot of damage there. Mayonaka and Venus being able to trade it out for more. All of a sudden, a 4v3 situation, a lot of damage onto two players on Moore's side. Engelgard being able to shut one down at half HP themselves now, even situation, but Moore just has no HP on their players, and they're stuck in this A side, exactly what Deer Creek needed. Can Moore make another heroic play? Chexy going to try and get that pick, are going to be able to get it as Rowdy swings out of the smoke. We see the Odin from Harry, playing very honest Valorant, and Venus and Harry all of a sudden turning it around. Engelgard, the only one left, once again in the attacker's spawn. This is exactly what you didn't need if you're on the side of Deer Creek, but is probably going to be able to catch out one here. Yes, able to shut down Venus. Trying to look for the other one. Harry's on the opposite side of the site, has a lot of time to think about how to play this, how they want to play this. Looks like they want to go for an offensive play. Maybe Engelgard's not expecting the mound play. Is not, gets the dink through the wall. Able to survive, knows where both players are. Both 1 HP, and Deer Creek wins the round. Able to clean it back up. Moore almost able to turn that one around, but Engelgard walking all the way through the spawn, catching out the player who wasn't able to Omen ult, and winning that round for Deer Creek, and it was a must-win round for Deer Creek too.
Yeah, Deer Creek winning that round may have just saved the game, because now they have their Nightmare online, which they can use if Moore ends up successfully getting on a site again.
For sure.
But yeah, just really well played from Engelgard there. I'm loving to see how she's using her Fade util.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough how if I was a Deer Creek player and I ended up losing that round, and when we were in a 2v3 situation and two of the players on Moore had 0 HP, that would have been terrible. Yeah. Absolutely terrible. It's such a mental boomer. Great for Deer Creek to be able to win that round and stay in this game. A little bit more balanced eco now. Neither team on an economy buy, which is very nice. I love seeing rifles against rifles. A spread attack for Moore here, defaulting. Looking for information. This Deer Creek team has shown they've wanted to be very offensive in how much space they take, but it's can they get punished for it? Or is Deer Creek going to be able to actually catch out this default? They're probably reading at this point that it's happening. Lin looking to be the first one to swing, sees this wall, trying to look for something, and gets shut down by Venus, who was ready for it. Moore being able to pick out one player, and now there's no presence on A for either team. Venus actually rotating back to the B main, which looks to be their execute. A lot of staging here on the side of Deer Creek for the defense. The Nightmare does come out, getting a lot of information on the players that are there, catching two. Looking for a little bit more, though. Chen trying to find something. I think they saw the tip of a gun. Not 100% sure. The execute does come on the side of C. Chexy able to shut down Woe on that trip and get out. Very nice play from Chexy. Exactly what you want to see from one of your Sentinel players. Venus able to get that plant down, though, in a 4v4 situation. And now Deer Creek has to do this retake once again, or they're going to be in a really rough situation. The Vice ultimate does come out, jamming a few primaries, not a whole lot, as the retake wasn't quite there. Nice shots from Rowdy being able to take out that. Engelgard trading it back. 3v3 situation now with the Cypher ultimate coming out. Gives a lot of information on where these teams are playing. Lets Kaz walk out for free. Venus finding one. Looking for a second one. The tap is there. Gets a lot of damage. Kaz able to catch it out. Trying to not get caught out by this breach util. Mayonaka looking for something. The smoke and the blind able to find one. Maybe saw the second one. Not a lot of time left. And Kaz being able to get another one. I'm not sure if they have time to defuse the bomb. Oh my goodness. Oh, just half a second left. Moore able to win that one on time, but a great effort from Kaz to try and turn that one around for Deer Creek. And what a great round. Smart and great Valorant played from both sides.
Yeah, the Deer Creek using the Cypher util as a very offensive play to use it as their retake. But Moore having baited out the enemy team's Fade ultimate, like during the round itself before they executed, kind of secured it for them because they couldn't use it for their own engage. Kaz also having a great round, but it was kind of just unfortunate timing. In the gameplay. Looks like on this next round though, we'll have Moore will have both of the very aggressive ultimates online with the Nightmare and the Breach ultimate. Which they can use to engage a site or even fight off a retake from Deer Creek.
For sure, and Moore actually taking the time out here, probably wanting to talk about exactly how they're going to try and close out this game. That last round, very close, and they know this Deer Creek team is not a team that they can just coast through these last couple rounds. Deer Creek actually started in the lead in this game. Are they going to be able to clean it back up and get back into this, or is Moore going to be able to close it out? I like this timeout for Moore, even though they're in the lead, trying to keep the momentum and figure out exactly what's going on.
Fuzzball, do you have a favorite Valorant bundle?
I like the Recon bundle is very fun. I use that one a lot. It has the Phantom, the Spectre, Ghost, and the Knife. I think that's all it has. But yeah, I was a big fan of that one. I bought that. We're actually, that rifle right there, that Phantom is the Recon Phantom. It's been very nice. I'm also a big Mage Punk fan.
Me too.
I like the Mage Punk set, but I've never gotten the bundle. I bought every gun solo. Don't do that. It's bad for your wallet.
Me too.
Yeah, it's so bad. As we do see the Nightmare execute a very fast hit for the side of Moore, trying to change the tempo, and it looks like Deer Creek's willing to retake. They don't have a whole lot of guns. This is a save for them, and I think it's a smart play for Moore, trying not to overthink it. Kaz, though, is able to catch out Rowdy, who overpeaked a little bit. All of a sudden, that's a gun for a player on the side of Deer Creek, looking for another one. Woe's in a really bad situation, looking for one. Is going to get traded out from Lin, though. Number advantage for Deer Creek, and starting to get some rifles as well as the Neon Ultimates come out. Mayonaka deciding to commit the Breach Ultimate, only 12 HP on Angle Guard here. Chen walking onto site with the CT. Mayonaka spraying through the smoke, finding two. Thank goodness, I wish I could do that in my rank games. The slide comes out, Lin able to catch out one, gets straight out by Harry. All of a sudden, 1v1 situation, no HP on either side. But time is ticking. Kaz not sure where this player is, looking for something, is going to be able to catch it out. Look at Harry using the bomb as information if Kaz was sticking or not, being able to swing off that super smart play, super heads-up play from Harry. Moore wins another close round to send us to match point.
Yeah, a lot of these like retakes are being played so fast, one pick after another. It's very hard to tell what was happening, but Moore being able to come out on top with the Omen still alive, being able to play through smoke and looking at the bomb like you said.
For sure.
I think though my favorite bundle would be the Reaver, because it makes a Taco Bell sound effect.
Oh yeah, bong.
Bong.
I have the Reaver Vandal, so whenever I'm
Taco Bell
craving
Vandal.
Taco Bell, I might go get Taco Bell after this. We are not sponsored by Taco Bell.
I wish.
I wish we were, for sure. Taco Bell, if you're watching this, hit us up.
Please.
More on match point here. Still looking for that play. Deer Creek does have rifles now, and they've made a lot of these eco rounds really, really close. Definitely still anyone's game, but Deer Creek needs a miracle to happen. Does look like Moore does want to commit onto this C site again, using a lot of util. Hasn't quite entered yet, though, and I think Deer Creek is ready. They have two players sitting and one in connector as well. The ultimate showstopper comes out for Rowdy, looking into the CT, isn't going to find anything. Chen actually taking two, Woe finding one as well, and Kaz already in this presence going to be able to get one as well. Deer Creek getting a lot of picks on their side, and all of a sudden Moore in a 4v2 with not even any players on the side. One on the side of Woe, Angle Guard going to trade it out, and now it's just up to Venus. We've seen them win a 1v3 before. Can they do it to clutch the map for Moore, or are we going to have another round where Deer Creek starts getting some momentum back? They've really struggled on this defense so far. Players know where Venus is too. This is going to be so difficult for Venus to be able to make a play. 30 seconds to try and make a miracle happen. Presence shown in this mound. The smoke comes out too, and this is such an impossible situation. Thinking, almost gets the spray. Chen being able to spray through the smoke themselves. Really nice try from Venus. Just so difficult when three people are watching your angle all at the same time. Moore doesn't get the win there. Deer Creek being able to survive one more round. Has a little bit of economy, a little bit of struggle as they tend to buy up here, but it's kind of on both sides. We're getting almost sort of an eco round here from both teams, with Deer Creek actually having a slight advantage. Because Moore won all those close rounds, they haven't gotten to build up economy even though they've been winning rounds, and all of a sudden Deer Creek has a quick economic advantage.
Yeah. Deer Creek that round just like really knew they were on the side of C, committing to C side, but I think this is what Moore is trying to do. They're trying to push this A site because they knew they had a lot on C last round. Looks like we would be looking for a tree execute. Lin on the side of Deer Creek. Looking to pick off Rowdy, doesn't quite get it.
And I think Lin's more important point is to live as long as possible. Rowdy able to shut it down with the Stinger, though. Took a lot of space. Chen trading it back, and Venus getting one more and more in a 4v3 advantage here. Bomb does get planted. Rowdy still on the site, being able to take down Chen, who just wasn't expecting them there. Deer Creek's in a bad situation here on this retake. just 2 players left in against 4. Rowdy, who's been heating up for a lot of this, looking for something. Kaz able to shut it down, though. Kaz trying to bring Deer Creek back, looking for something. It was able to get one, and there's this wrap through elbow that they're not aware of as well. It's Venus who has this really late lurk. Chexy looking for something, is able to actually shut one down. Oh, almost the flick from Chexy, but Venus able to take it out. Now 2 players left, and Venus on that wrap going to be able to close it up for Moore. Moore winning that game 13-8. A great showing from both teams. And yeah, Moore just being able to absolutely knock that one out of the park.
Yeah, I mean, I think Moore did a really good job of showing how Lotus is definitely more of an attack-sided map. I think a very similar comp to Deer Creek, but they were a lot better at taking that attack-sided map to their advantage.
Yeah, for sure. You see Moore go on their attack-sided comp on the attack side and just be able to roll some momentum. And I think that was a big part of the game too, is there were a lot of close rounds that Deer Creek needed to win to kind of get a foothold, but they just kept slipping and slipping. Once that foothold finally came in the last couple rounds, just too much of a deficit to get back from there. But that is our Valorant game for this week. Moore wins that one 13-8, I believe, over Deer Creek. Going to 4-0, Deer Creek falls to 3-1. Still 2 great teams that I'm sure we'll see later on in the season. Super excited to watch them later in the season, as well as other teams. The next time we will be on will be for Game of the Week on Thursday. We'll be watching Marvel Rivals and Rainbow Six Siege almost back-to-back, so super exciting there. But we will make sure to see you guys there, and we will see you next time.
6-7, I mean 5.